Here's the thing about Nissan Pathfinders and their anti-theft systems. Sometimes they act like an overzealous guard dog that just won't let you drive your own car. For a bunch of people, it's an everyday headache, not some rare, mysterious malfunction. Let's get real. It can feel like your own car is suspecting you of trying to steal it. You're late for work or ready to pick up your kid, and boom, dash lights flashing, engine won't start. That's a mood killer right there. It's more common than people think. A quick Google search or visit to your favorite Pathfinder forum and you'll see hundreds of comments just like, key fob not recognized, or security indicator keeps blinking. So you're not alone in this anti-theft purgatory. Here's what's behind it. Most anti-theft issues are actually from dead key fob batteries, malfunctions after replacing your car battery, or even glitchy electronics when the weather gets wild. Looking at you, Oregon rain, and when it hits, it feels random. So how do you hit the reset button? Here's the quick and dirty sequence. Step 1. Get in the car, close all the doors, and make sure windows are up. Locking yourself out while fixing anti-theft is peak frustration. Happens to more people than you'd think. Step 2. Take your key fob and insert it into the ignition. If you've got push to start, just press it against the button. Now, turn the key to the on position, but don't fire up the engine yet. Wait until that security light on the dashboard stops blinking. Step 3. This is the patience game. Sometimes it takes up to 10 minutes for the light to stop flashing, depending on how mad your car is. Grab a coffee, doom scroll your newsfeed, and just wait. Once the light's off, turn your key back to off, then wait a full minute. Trust me, this is the most overlooked step. People rush it and end up right back at square one. The car's electronics need this breather to recalibrate the system. Now, try starting the engine. If all systems are go, the car should roar to life and the anti-theft light should stay off. If it doesn't work the first time, don't panic. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 resets before the system finally surrenders. Pro tip from a guy who's been there, always replace your key fob battery before going through this circus. That $3 battery saves you hours of headache and often nips the whole problem in the bud. Numbers don't lie. 70% of anti-theft mishaps are just battery issues. If you're still locked out after all this, your options shrink to the scary stuff, reprogramming keys or getting the dealer involved. Not fun, not cheap. Worst case, a new key or anti-theft module can run you north of $300. Yes, $300. A last-ditch DIY. Disconnect the negative battery terminal for 15 minutes and reconnect it. It's like rebooting your router when Wi-Fi acts up. Sometimes it totally resets the computer and lets you bypass the immobilizer error. Living with an overactive anti-theft system is like having a roommate who locks the bathroom door from the inside. You want protection, not paranoia. Be proactive with battery swaps and learn these quick resets. They genuinely save money and sanity. I know firsthand, driving in rainy Portland, these things seem to happen at the worst times. Prevention is easier than repair. But when you're stuck, a calm 10-minute reset sequence really can save your day. And that's just good car karma, honestly.